Hey guys, welcome back to Get Into It with Jason Hook, with me, your host, Jason Hook. I'm back, and we're going to talk about probably the most punk and hardcore type of release ever, the 45, or the EP, or the 7-inch, or the single, or all of the above. But because I'm a lazy shit, we're going to listen to an LP to start this off, and this is what we're listening to. Payday. This is Payday, second to none. They're a London straight-edge hardcore band. This came out on Quality Control Hardcore relatively recently, maybe like the beginning, end of fall. I don't remember. I bought it and it came in and sat in a pile because I'm lazy and now I'm catching up. But anyways, you got the London Straight Edge logo right there, Quality Control. These guys bring riffs. You got your little dive bomb guitar noodle right there, which is the most hardcore guitar noodle dive bomb thing to ever happen. On the insert here, got the logo. And you got your lyrics. So these guys, I would say there is a New York influence. I would say there's maybe a slight crossover influence. It's a mishmash of all different hardcore types. There's also a really nice cardstock too, which I know I've praised it in the past, but Quality Control, as a collector dork, you don't get flimsy dink covers, which I've gotten from other records. No offense, other records. But anyways, this is Payday, second to none. I believe this is still readily available. I don't know how many were pressed. You can find it. If you know how to look, you know where to look. You can find this. But that's London straight edge hardcore, moshability, riffs, hitting, hang out with your friends, be straight edge. Funny fact, I started this video and realized I didn't have my glasses on, and then I realized I'm an old man. I got sad for about 5 minutes, and then I put laundry in the dryer and started again because I'm old. Anyways, you like Warzone? Then you'll love Iron Boots. This is the Iron Boots were from Richmond, Virginia, I believe. I did write it down. Yes, Richmond, Virginia. This band was a before, after, during multiple members of different bands that came out of the era of that time. This is a 7-inch pressing of the demo. I believe this is the third press. I bought this from Tribal Dream Records. What's up, Doug? Doug from Vantage Point's a little distro that he runs. This originally came out in 04. I believe this is the 2008 press. And this band is, and I don't mean it in like I'm not like kind of dog in the band or anything like that, but if you like Warzone, you'll like Iron Boots. Same kind of sound, vocal delivery, not cosplaying Rabies, but if you like the way Rabies sang, this is for you. I picked this up at America's Hardcore Fest, which was in December, so this is like almost 2 months, almost 3 months old now. Again, catching up. I'm a dad now. I'm allowed to be lazy. This is black vinyl. You got your basic labels here. Great Mistake, a great label and distro, but I think I've talked about them before. If you haven't ordered from Great Mistake, if you've never checked out Great Mistake, you're doing yourself a disservice. They have everything you need. Shipping on point, prices on point, sales paid for not by Great Mistake, but by someone who likes music. Anyways, here's the Iron Boots demo. Hardcore punk, New York hardcore Warzone style hardcore, fucking great shit. There's a bunch of songs on here too. 1, 2, 3. There's 8 songs on here, but yeah, definitely check it out. That's Iron Boots. This is the demo. Multiple pressings. You can grab this. Even you, the old heads keep them. The young heads, you can find it. Next, I have Spine, Subhuman. This 7-inch came out in 2013 on Bad Teeth Recordings. Spine are a hardcore band, again, similar to Iron Boots musically. They have like the New York kind of riffage and sound, but there's also like a fast power violence kind of angle to it. I've seen these guys multiple times. They put out a LP on Bridge 9 a couple years ago, which made my year-ender list, which I love. This is the same kind of ilk stuff. See? If you're not moshing right now, you have no soul. Just the photocopied Xerox insert here. But yeah, they split members between Kansas City and Chicago. These dudes have been hitting the road lately. This is I was like surprised. I knew they'd been around for a while, but 7 years ago is like, it feels like 7,000 years ago. Anyways, but that's Spine Subhuman. More of a frantic, heavier hardcore, but not moshy, just brutal, angry shit that'll make you want to punch a hole in the wall and kick the sun out of the sky. I bought this from Doc and Donuts. Say what's up, Pete. He was selling some of his personal collection. I believe he might still be. He might put some stuff up. He also plays guitar in the band Mangled, which you should check out, because I just like telling people about hardcore and which, you know, things that are cool. And I have like a pompadour. All right, next we have Brain Tourniquet. This came out on Painkiller Records. Again, I believe I actually kept like the mailing receipt. What's up? Keith writing me sweet nothings on my receipts here. When did this ship? I wonder if it's even got a date on it. Oh, the date's gone. This was probably the end of the summer. I know it was a while. But this is another Painkiller Records band, so you know what you're going to hear here. This is like a very stripped down, very straightforward, very, very angry-ass fucking hardcore. You know, Brain Tourniquet was a Neanderthal song. It fits. If you like Neanderthal, if you like crossed out power violence into hardcore, not just straight like, you know, spazzy power violence, but like, you know, the crossed out, the infests, and the Neanderthals type stuff. This is 2020's version of it, if you will, or 2019. Actually, it came out last year if you want to get fucking technical. These guys are out of Washington, D.C. This is members of a trillion bands, so you'll like those bands too. This is clear vinyl, not Coke bottle. Coke bottle is the more like foggy or clear, right? I know there was like some sort of intense debate on a message board about clear V Coke bottle. I'm just throwing stuff against the wall here, trying to get conversation points. But yeah, that's Brain Tourniquet. This is a self-titled, and this thing fucking kills. It's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10 songs on 45. It'll knock you on your ass and then kick you in the mouth. Also, around the same time came Heavy Discipline. This is also a Painkiller release. This was on white vinyl. This is more, it's an 80s hardcore influence band out of Pittsburgh, featuring every Pittsburgh band that you loved and collected that had broken up and you got mad. This is the new one, guys, Heavy Discipline. I love the logo. I also love the logo like this right here. I love these simplistic 80s hardcore type logos where like you can throw this on a jacket and right away you know like that's a Heavy Discipline logo. This is the demo, I believe. I could be wrong. Let me check my little notes here. I didn't write it down. It could be the demo. It says demo 2019. Yeah, this is but this is Pittsburgh, right out of Pittsburgh. If you take the 4 seconds you should, because everyone has a smartphone, and look up who's in this band, blood pressure, etc., 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 etc. Just Pittsburgh hot, fucking hot and heavy mosh, fucking thrashy basement, chain on your engineer boots, hardcore. I was fucking stoked about these two records, and I actually listened to them a while ago, and because I'm who I am, I just waited a super long time to do a video. Got a little black streak there. Let me just want to do some sacrilege. Nope, that's actually in the vinyl. That's not a stain. But yeah, that's Heavy Discipline 2019 demo. I don't know if this was on a cassette beforehand or a internet MP3 release. I haven't seen one. It very might. If you told me it was, I wouldn't be surprised. But go get it from Painkiller. Order it from Deathwish distributes Painkiller stuff. So go grab this. You won't be disappointed if you love 80s hardcore. If you love 80s hardcore with 2020 teens, whatever, hardcore mashed together and from Pittsburgh, Heavy Discipline. Again, like this shit right here, like, so good. I've literally almost burned a hole through this record. With my son, who's 3 months now, he moshes right here to it in his little chair. He says, he kicks in his arms and legs and just stares at me like real angry. Not a baby, not a happy baby look. Like he wants to like fuck some shit up. He wants to hit hard, bro. Anyways, next I have Adderall versus Big Pharma. This came out on 11 p.m. Records. Adderall are a band from Asheville, North Carolina. This is also a split with TV Jesus. Throw a flyer here for some other releases, which you might be seeing in a minute. Adderall are a punk band from Asheville, North Carolina. Way more, I believe I wrote down a funny, fast, fuzzy, hardcore punk that sounds like it's going to fly off the rails. That's a very Jason description. But yeah, it's just fuzzed out, distorted punk music with like breakneck speeds. It sounds like it's about to just completely fly in outer space and kind of gets reeled back in. There's a couple other releases on this that I'm going to talk about here that are kind of in the same boat as that. This is fucking sick right here. I was stoked for this. I love this kind of stuff. And then you just get a lyric sheet on the back here. This was available on 11 p.m. I believe they might still have them. I'm pretty sure they do. I would say definitely check this out if you guys are into like just absolutely like annihilating, like just fuzzed out punk, which is shit that I dig. Almost like if you took like garage and punk and hardcore and blended it together and threw it against a wall, this is what you would get. And it's fucking, I mean that in a absolutely amazing descriptive way. It's not bad. This will knock you on your ass. I almost dropped like, what's it, you'd like it especially if you're educated, like the show the shirt on. It's been a long day, guys. Next, also from 11 p.m., you're going to see a trend here for the next few records, is the Armor Some Kind of War 7-inch. Again, very me-like. I keep like, came with some stickers. I throw them in the sleeve. I believe this is probably an ad. Yeah, same exact ad. But Armor are a hardcore band from Tallahassee, Florida. This is members of Protocol are in this band. I actually saw them open for Protocol and the Dorchester Art Project. When was that, guys? I know the Protocol 12-inch EP made my year-end lists for sure. So, but these guys opened up and I was like, whoa, this is sick. This was not available at the time. I don't think they had anything. Maybe I had a shirt. They had no. I don't think they had any tapes, or this was definitely not out. Or if it was, I missed it. Again, on 11 p.m. and Dynastic Yellow Star, which also was involved with the Protocol 12-inch EP. What's up for you? There you go. Song titles, photos, lyrics, the huge back here. Now, Armor are another like kind of distorted hardcore band. I would say it's straightforward hardcore punk with a dash of distortion and a dash of D-beat and a little bit of that Florida stank, if you will. But yeah, these guys played. I believe they opened up with an 86 Mentality cover, which is a band which I love and I think is crazy because I saw them a lot when they were active. Well, as much as I could living in here. They came up here quite 2 or 3 times maybe. And I thought that band was one of those bands which if you were like an old wrinkly man like me who was going to shows all the time in the early 2Ks, you loved. And if you were born in the early 2Ks, you might just miss it. And they opened up with a cover, and there's a couple old heads moshing and some young heads who I believe are smart enough to look into old head early 2K stuff, going nuts for this band. But I've just gone on a tangent, and that's Armor. Some Kind of War. I also bought this on tape. They sold tapes with that were etched with this on it. It's a great record. Go check it out. Grab it from 11 p.m. Grab it from a distro. Tell a friend about it. And while we're still in 11 p.m. territory, here we have yet another 11 p.m. release. They've been putting the heat out, guys. This is Combat Rock from Sniper Culture. Hardcore having an auxiliary bolt enclosure mechanism. Sniper Hardcore, Combat Rock. This is a 4-song EP from this band, which is out of Chicago. This came out in 2019. Similar to Armor and similar to Adderall. This is just hardcore punk, but more of a spazzy, fuzzed out, about to fly into outer space element to it. Another 11 p.m. sticker. This one did not have the same exact ad in it, though. It might have. I might have lost it. But black vinyl. This also ends with a sick cover of Bloodstains by Agent Orange. Nothing on the inside. Another just simple photocopied insert right here, which is written out like a draft form. With the photos, kind of glued to it. But yeah, this is another sick band. These all 3 of these bands are kind of similar yet different. If that makes any form of sense, I'm sure it does not. But if you listen to punk and hardcore as much as I do, and think about it all day while you're at your job and trying to come up with descriptions for records, and you're lazy and tired, that's the best I'm going to do right now. But yeah, all 3 of these bands are just 3 different types of hardcore, but with a similar thread to them. It's not the polished chuggy type stuff. It's more, I would say all 3 of these bands lean way more onto the punk side of things. But they definitely have like a fuzzed out, very hateful, very fast, very distorted approach to all 3 bands. And all 3 records are 100% worth owning. And if you sleep on them, you're a dork. So now we're going to move out of the fuzzy type stuff and move into this band right here. This came out on I'm having a Static Shock Records. I had it and I lost it and then it came back. This is Chubby and the Gang. This they just put out an LP, which you might see in a future video. It's right over there. This is a 2-song single. This band is definitely like different than what I've just talked about. This has a more oi rock and roll influence, a more like straightforward, like toe tapping fucking great stuff. I mean, the LP is amazing. But this is a 45. This is, you know, a singles and 45s episode, so you know you're not gonna get the LP yet. You just have to like tune in to get into it to get your chance to hear it. But yeah, this is 2 songs. There's 2 versions of here. There's a version that has a hand holding a gun, and then there's this one. I ordered this from the UK. I think I ordered this from Quality Control. I'm not sure. It might have just been from from Quality Control, because I know I got the LP from Static Shock and it was from the UK. But this is more like an oi rock and roll influence. They just did a tour of the US. 2 New York dates, 2 Illinois dates, no Massachusetts date. Come on, they're out with the Royal Hounds. But yeah, if you in the bands like Crown Court, which might have members of this, I believe it does. Let's see, members of a bunch of oi punk and rock and hardcore bands from good notes, Jason. But yeah, this is like if you dig like that kind of like new wave of British heavy metal oi type, new wave of British hardcore oi type sound. This is out of that camp, more towards the oi and not so much towards the hardcore, but you'll like this. And again, this is just a 2-song. It's Makba and All Along the Uxbridge Road. Find it, you'll like it. Next, while we're still overseas, we're gonna stay there for a while. It looks like. Yeah, let me see. Yeah, we're gonna be here for a little bit. A couple more releases. We have the Flex Scum on the Run 7-inch. Flex are a UK hardcore band, pretty much a purveyor of the early. Oh, someone's messaging me. Let me just move that over here. There it is. Pretty much. Sorry, guys. Pretty much an early purveyor of the UK new wave of British hardcore sound. Definitely 80s influenced. Definitely angry. Definitely awesome. This came out in, I believe I wrote it down. Give me a second. 2013. Milk Run and Video Disease. They're out of Leeds. So this is you got the insert here. Another purchase from Doug. What's up, Doug? I don't know if you even watch my videos, but if you do, what's up? This is now, you get a 6-song 7-inch of 80s influence hardcore. That British sound. They kind of mixed like. I know I was a message board, which is no longer, or Facebook group, which is no longer active. Someone from the UK posted out there, everyone compares, UK hardcore to oi, and then it's not that at all, and so on and so on. I mean, I hear a lot of the oi sound in a lot of these bands. It's not straightforward boots and braces, boots on the ground, like, football violence oi, but it's a melody that you hear, and you do hear it in this kind of stuff. Not straightforward. Definitely an American hardcore, like heavy dose of American hardcore, but I think the underlying melody is there. You can tell me I'm wrong. Tell me below. It's cool. Let's talk. But that is Scum on the Run by the Flex. This is their first release, I believe. Their first 7-inch, maybe. I'm not even sure. Yeah, it might be, but this is like from 7 years ago. Yeah, it's 2020. I'm going to flip the record now. Get up. Flip this thing over. Get an electrical shock from it. Thank you. Excuse me. All right, I'm back. Let me wet the pipe. Let me wet my pipes here. And I haven't done any of my plugs here. So while we're at it, halfway through the video, Dead Friends Shop. They do these mugs with flyers on it. He did some shirts too. They'll also do custom jobs for you if you send them flyers or mugs. And if you use code GETINTOIT10, you get 10% off your order. Please go do that and check them out. I'll post them below. They have an Instagram account, and I believe I'm not sure what kind of store they use, but this link's there, and you guys should go check them out. I still haven't made my mugs. I've been lazy, but I'm gonna make mugs with like band flyers for shows that like they'd make no sense to a lot of people. Also. BostonHassle.com. I write for them. I have a bunch of articles. I believe I just put one up for Gripe, and Hellbent is going to be up soon, and I have a bunch down the line that are put together. Some pretty cool bands that have agreed to do stuff, so go check that out. I'm going to link that below too. Also, I do the Facebook group. It's blown up in the last couple days. Very active. I want people to come, make posts, talk about my videos, tell me I'm dumb, tell me what you like. Let's be a little bit active here. Let's make it so it's something that we can do while we're bored at work, right? That's why the internet exists. But next we have, while we're still in the UK, Mastermind, Bad Reaction. This is another quality control release. I think I picked all this stuff up in one big wave, and then it kind of got mixed together with other stuff, so I'm way late in talking about it. But Mastermind are a hardcore band from London. This definitely has like a late 80s New York hardcore kind of groove to it. I like this insert too, that's cool as hell. Looks like a stamp. New record on Quality Control Hardcore right there. And then the back, we'd like to sincerely thank anyone and everyone involved in the production and release of this record, as well as friends and family who have and continue to support our music. So this is like I said, I would say a late 80s New York hardcore sound. Definitely has a groove to it. Black vinyl. Can someone please post this up on Discogs so I can add it to my collection, because I'm way too lazy to add it myself. And I'm too lazy to do that because people henpeck everything on Discogs, and I'm kind of just tired of adding releases. I'm just going to wait till other people do it for me. But anyways, that's Mastermind, Bad Reaction. This is a, I believe it's 4 songs. Yes, 4-song EP. This is great stuff. If you dig late 80s hardcore, late 80s New York hardcore, with like guys who can maybe actually play instruments and just the fast blitz head to the wall type stuff, you'll love this record. This is really great. I think this kind of slid under the radar. This would definitely make my, if I wasn't lazy, this would have made my 2019 list. It's going to make my 2020 list for sure, because it did come out in 2019, but this is my channel, so I make all the rules, and I was just late listening to it. But that's Mastermind, Bad Reaction. It's great stuff. Definitely check this out. I think it's still readily available to find. Next, we have 2 releases by the same band, and that band would be Loose Nukes. This is the demo, and then this is the behind the screen. These both came out in 2019. This might have came out earlier. This pressing came out in 2019. I think the demo might have came out in 2017. I could be completely wrong. My buddy Jay, who has a secret burner Instagram account. What's up, Jay? Jay Epidemic. Like, sent me a message that these were up for sale on like a big cartel, like 4 in the morning, because we both are old men that have jobs we got to wake up early too. So I grabbed it from there. But yeah, this is a 6-song. It's definitely the demo promo. Out on Cruel Noise Records. Just got black vinyl. Got the logo. That's a sick logo. With the custom labels, and you just got another Xerox. Following the trend of the Xerox insert. So Loose Nukes are out of Pittsburgh and Philadelphia. Again, as I previously stated, if you dig like that band Heavy Discipline, Loose Nukes is in the same vein of like hardcore punk, that frantic hardcore punk. So here's the demo promo on vinyl, and then here is the behind the screen record that came out on Beach Impediment in 2019. Black vinyl, so mushroom cloud there. This made a lot of people's lists, and it would have made mine. Again, similar to the Mastermind record, I was just lazy and I didn't listen to it until like a week and a half ago. And I saw all my friends praising it. I saw all my friends praising it, a bunch of different hardcore, message boards or labels, and it was making a bunch of lists, and it was literally sitting over here. I could stare at it, and I, just didn't listen to it. Just didn't listen to it because I'm a lazy shit. But Loose Nukes are a hardcore punk band. Hardcore punk is a definite. I mean, I know if this was a drinking game, you'd be blacked out now if you had to take a shot every single time I said hardcore punk. But this is what this is. It's not the polished, chuggy, karate pit hardcore, but it's not the spiky-haired denim vests. I mean, leather-studded vests. Pogo punk. It's kind of like a hybrid of the both, and it's fucking awesome. And this band is sick, and if you don't like them, I mean, you probably don't like a lot of stuff I talk about here. But that's Loose Nukes, the demo promo, and then behind the screen. I believe this stuff is still available as well. Next, we have Bootlicker. Bootlicker are out of British Columbia, Canada. This is a punk band, a D-beat influenced punk band. Chain Whip, it's a band I talk about ad nauseum on this channel. Member Chain Whip is in this band now. 6 songs of The Human Condition, Nuclear Family, 45 RPM extended play. This is also a screen print, so you can see it says Bootlicker there. I think it was like stuck on the sleeve, but it's black vinyl with custom labels here. And then you have the insert here. Oh, it's double-sided. Live photo there. And you got another live photo with lyrics and thank yous and all that other fun stuff that you like to stare at. There's a phone number in there. This was recorded 2018, November 2018. Will Killingsworth again, touching everything here. But yeah, they're a deep beat hardcore band from Canada. If you guys don't, I talked about deep beat briefly on here before. It's definitely more of like a driving drum sound, almost teetering into metallic, but not like chuggy metallic. Just fucking wild punk, man. This record, it came out on Neon Taste. I believe you can still find this. A lot of distros grab this. Everything they've done, go and check out because it's fucking sick. Only the hits on Get Into It. Next we have Electric Chair, Performative Justice. Electric Chair are a hardcore punk band, again, chug chug, out of Olympia, Washington. This band, similar to what I've spoken about earlier, is very, I would say manic is the best way to describe it. Very frantic, very feedbacky, very squealy guitar. Feels like you're having a mental breakdown, but it's fucking awesome hardcore. It came out on Iron Lung. Like, I love this kind of stuff. I mean, because the best way I can describe it is like, you know, you literally feel like it's just about to completely collapse, and then it doesn't, and it just drives. It drives you like a drill in the head. It's fucking great. This record was another one similar to, again, to say the same thing I've been saying for the last 20 minutes. Made a bunch of year-end lists, and probably would have made mine if I wasn't so damn lazy and listened to it before 2020. I was a little busy towards the end of the year. But yeah, this is great stuff. They have another 7-inch out, I believe, and like a promotional tour tape, which I don't have, which I'm going to try to find eventually. Insert here, you got Ronnie and Donnie hanging out. But yeah, this is frantic hardcore punk, manic hardcore punk out of our friends in the Northwest. Electric Chair. Next, we're coming right back to Massachusetts here, and I have the Funeral Cone, the new Funeral Cone EP, Killigooly for Julie. Funeral Cone are a band, Massachusetts, Rhode Island based band. The singer Dan, I've known for a long time. He's been in the Boston punk scene for a long time. They are a garage punk band that is just, again, fuzzed out to the fuzziest of fuzzes. But, you know, tongue-in-cheek lyrics, very witty lyrics, very witty approach to the band. Screen printed sleeve, their releases aren't lazily shat out. I bought this direct from them, and I'm pretty sure this is still, again, like everything I've shown you for the most part, readily available to grab. And I say definitely check it out. I get the big hole. I love the big hole records here. You got ABBA Cab on the A side, and the B side, Oh Bobby Fuck Me, Sonny Bono Wig, and Hey Babe. So just fast. There's no organ, fuzzy garage punk, spit in your face, just fastness that you need to be fast and fuzzed. But yeah, definitely check this out. Killigooly for Julie, Funeral Cone. I've talked about Funeral Cone before on here. You know, the B-side to their LP is probably like the most insane thing I've ever heard. So if you have a chance to buy one of those, I would definitely go for it. Next, we have Nosebleed. Outside Looking In. This came out on Triple B Records recently. I think this was supposed to come out in 2019 and didn't until 2020, I believe. They might have been pressed in 2019 and didn't go up for pre-order till 2020, or I'm just a dope. But this is a hardcore punk band from Richmond. They played America's Hardcore Fest this year and were fucking unreal. A little bit more of the punk side of the hardcore globe, but definitely fucking heavy hitting shit. It's a Triple B release, so you have the similar center labels. This is on Neon. A little bit of a D-beat influence, I'd say, sprinkled on top. I would not sleep, this band, when I saw they were playing, I didn't bother to listen to anything they did, and I went into it blind, and I'm glad I did, because I was blown away when they played, and I bought the 7-inch right away. But that's Nosebleed, Outside Looking In, Triple B Records. Again, it's Triple B. find it everywhere. Any soda store worth their salt or distro will have it. Next, we have the Result of Choice 7-inch Place of My Dreams. Wild cover art here. A little bit different than what you would expect that's on here. This is a Florida band. This came out on Advanced Perspective Records. This is more of, it's a hardcore band, but I would say it's like, if you mix Turning Point with like a little bit more of a melodic, I mean Turning Point is melodic, but even more melodic, female vocals on it, this is what you would get. I really dug this record a lot. I guess I ordered mine from a distro and not direct from so it was like way after the pre-orders went up. I guess this record took a while to come out from what I've heard, but it's out. A little Advanced Perspective poster here, and then you got a lyric sheet here. Well, they got 2 more after this, guys, so if you're bored, hang on. There's a little lyric sheet here too. I saw these guys play in 2018, the early matinee show of America's Hardcore Fest, and I was like, this band rules. And then I don't even think they had anything for sale really, or I just was out of money or just slept on it. But I would definitely say check this out. It's a melodic hardcore, not melodic like pop punk melodic-y, which I know some people hate. I don't even know why I just said that evil word, which is, if you watch my last video, you know some people will vomit at hearing it. But it's a melodic hardcore, which I would say just check out. Check it out, guys. Just go buy it. I wouldn't steer you wrong, but that's the Result of Choice EP. Next, we have the Foreseen Wide Awake Nightmare 2-song self-released EP they did. Foreseen are a thrashy crossover band from Helsinki, Finland. This thing is fucking sick. Even the layout on this is cool as hell. They self-released this, so it's Foreseen 001. I ordered this from Quality Control, so I don't know if there's different versions. If there's like, I know there might be different colors or whatnot. I can't wait for an LP. I don't know if this is like a sampler of what's to come. If you did crossover, oh, I got a sticker too. Got a Foreseen sticker in here. I didn't even know that. And a sick little ad for the record. If you did crossover, like thrashy crossover that you just want to fucking mosh to, again with maybe a heavy gauge belt as a chain and boots with a chain wrapped around the bottom of them, next to a skinhead, moshing directly into a thrash dude with a battle vest with a bunch of metal patches on it, and that's Foreseen. I saw them they played Boston a few years ago, and it was wild. The crowd was wild. It was a mix of normal-looking dorks like myself, decked punk kids, decked Doc Martin skinhead kids with braces, and like just thrashers just losing their minds when they played. And that's the way, I mean, I'm not even going to tell you what this sounds like. If that's enough, if that pops in your head, go buy this. If you think it sounds like a good idea, buy this. If it doesn't sound like a good idea, buy this anyways. Listen to it in your privacy of your home and never seem sure scared. Next, the final thing I have here is the Under Attack EP. Through the Blade. This is another Iron Lung release, and this is another Richmond, Virginia hardcore band. Now, this band has a little bit of a story behind it. This is Mark is it Telfian? I'm probably going to say your name. Teflin? I know I'm butchering it. Sorry, dude. I'll tag you. Set me straight in the comments. This is his new band here. This is just a raw, straightforward hardcore band. Dave Whitty plays drums on here. If you don't know what bands he's in, you don't listen to hardcore or metal or thrash. But this is more of a stripped-down hardcore band that he's doing. This came out, again, like I said, on Iron Lung. 6 songs of shit that knocks you on your ass. That's all I can really say. It's all you really need. They're not trying to reinvent the wheel here, but who wants the wheel reinvented? You just want to listen to good music, and that's what this is. This will fucking knock you down like the other releases have. Everything on the show will knock you down. This is also readily available, and you should go buy it, and you should go see them. I think they don't play out that much. Or if they come to Boston, we'll set it up. Come to Boston, I'll see if I can get you, so I can just see you, because I'm too lazy to go anywhere. But that's Under Attack Through the Blade. This is right up there with the Out Colds and stuff of that nature, that kind of type of hardcore, and which is the only hardcore you should listen to like regularly, and then you should dabble out. But the no frill stuff is frills for me, if you will. All right, I'm done. I've babbled. I'm tired. My wife should be home soon. We're gonna make dinner. I have a ton of stuff coming. I have a ton of video, a ton of stuff. I've been buying stuff like a madman, and if I can get my shit together, you'll see semi-regular videos. I look like I'm asleep right now. Anyways, thanks for watching. Tell a friend, subscribe, join the Facebook group. Everything linked will be below. Have a good one. Read my articles and buy stuff from dead friends.